I am your friend, Dr. Charles Apoki. Nigeria, good for my body. Oh. I am fresher, more relaxed, and happier here. However, I want to talk about the looming crisis in Nigeria. I know where your mind went to. Your mind went to Nepal. That's not what I'm going to talk about. But the truth of the matter is that Nigerians are in a difficult situation. The problem, however, is that they attack the wrong persons or they complain to the wrong persons. And your politicians have known a phenomenon that Dr. Ejoke Uwanogo, based in the United States, taught me. It is called the problem, reaction, solution phenomenon. Google it. Problem, reaction, solution phenomenon is that politicians or leaders will create a problem and then the people will react. The same politicians, to gain relevance, will come as if they are providing a solution to the problem. Let me give you an example. Let me start from the educational sector where I do business. I opened a private school 25 years ago, not because it is the most profitable thing to do. A hotel will have given me more money. Selling cars will have given me more money in the sense that I won't employ more than 2 or 3 people. I don't need to build a structure. Opening a petrol station will have given me money, more money. I know how to make money. A gas plant will have given me more money. But I felt that I must give to society what produced me. That is sound, affordable, qualitative education that builds capacity and character. And you know, I must always mention Government College Ughelli, Federal Government College Warri, and the University of Ibadan. The military found out that the greatest resistance to their domination of the populace is education, is educated people. So they frustrated the universities. They sent military men to school to intimidate people. That they were military men posted to FGC Warri, posted to King's College, posted here. Fela removed his children from school. And then they destroyed, intentionally under-budgeted, made teachers look very poor, university lecturers very parasitic, so that today they use them as returning officers during elections, and school certificate holders or people with 2.5 credits and some that had DDD can bribe them and win elections. And so we are in a state where the ceilings, the roofs of public schools are gone. And you will see children writing on the floor in oil-producing communities, oil-producing states. It took very dark man to come to one of the south states to fix toilets and to provide water. So what happened? The children of the elite started going to private schools. Private schools were opened to fill the gap in a capitalist society. And then religious institutions that were playing the same role before, their schools were taken over by government. And all these institutions taken over by government were collapsing. And when government found out that they couldn't run them, they now returned the carcasses to the missionaries. And then Pentecostal pastors set in to establish private schools. And then private people establish schools. You can't run government schools that get free money and you are criticizing private schools that they are charging too much. I saw a lawyer in Edo State. The school fees are too high. Government should step in. Government did not open those schools. Government did not employ the teachers or does not employ the teachers. Government does not pay their salaries. In my school, I have 30 toilets. Each day, we will put tissue paper in the toilets. In each set of toilets, there is an office and a cleaner. And the environment is clean. Those workers, I pay them. The tissue paper we buy, the price is no longer the same. Now, if you can't afford private schools, there is an alternative, government schools. Why don't you protest to government to make public schools standard? I didn't go to a private school. I will have been an idiot. I will have ended up in the rubber plantation. I will have ended up as a militant or a thug. Yesterday, I had a call from the son of the secretary to the federal government of Nigeria and head of service. I don't know whether the offices were joined together then. He was my classmate. I schooled with the children of justices, chief judge, doctors, lawyers. My father was a refuse collector because government had good schools. What we need to be complaining about and who we need to be complaining to, government fix our schools, make them so good that people will want to come to government schools. Costa Rica declared free education, at least to secondary level, I think as far back as 1896 or so. And today, Costa Rica has one of the highest literacy rates in the world. And those schools are very fine, very beautiful. In Romania, where my grandson is, I have a granddaughter, school is affordable, at least public schools. They are good to behold. In the UK, public schools are affordable. I don't know whether children pay school fees. I think when I was asking, they didn't pay in the UK. I don't know, I might be wrong. So, if these countries are still providing qualitative education in their public sector, why would government not upgrade the educational institutions in their hands? Today, parents are complaining about frivolities. They shouldn't have graduation in nursery school. They shouldn't have graduation in primary schools. Shouldn't have graduation in secondary school. That is your major problem, okay? You don't know where the pain una. You don't know where the pain una. Go to your governors. Tell them to upgrade their schools. If they upgrade their schools, nobody will come to public and private schools except in the rich. And they won't complain. Now, excuse me. You want to be handing over books from one child to the other without cover. If you gave me a book in those days, within 1 month, the cover is gone. Some of the pages won't be correct. You gave me math set, you won't see the mathematical set. So you are saying that children should be handing over one book to the other. Good. But I went to school, government college, really. Let me use the Agodos, for example. There was Agodo 1, Agodo 2, Agodo 3, Agodo 4. 4 children from the same family. I think we had Skotemakpo 1 and Skotemakpo 2. We had Mukoro 1, Mukoro 2, and maybe Mukoro 3. Each child on admission is supplied books in the beginning of the year as part of the school fees. It was not much compared to what people are paying now. Government supplied uniform. Government gave us tissue paper. Government gave us locks. Locks soap. Every weekend or every 2 weeks, they gave us detergent. They washed our clothes for us, washed our uniforms, at least uniforms and bed sheets. We ate good meals compared to what is obtainable now. At least FGC Worry, I ate chicken. And they will tell you, go for extra chicken. So, what happened to those institutions? It is we who benefited from them that have killed these institutions. We are budgeting more for the office of the First Lady than we are budgeting for. We are budgeting more for more jets for the president, budgeting more for senators, want to chief justices, and our schools are poor, are dirty, leaking, about to collapse. You will be ashamed. Meanwhile, our children are overseas. The elite. The looming crisis I keep telling people is that these are our children overseas. They will not walk on private roads. They will not go to private markets. They will not go to overseas markets. Somebody once said that a secular musician said, if you fail to spread your riches to the poor, they will spread their poverty to you. Number 2, the health sector. I didn't go to private clinic. I received health care in the general hospital. I had a lot of ulcers in my legs because I was very rascally. Government hospitals. We had consultants. People did surgeries in government hospitals, did everything in government hospitals. Today, when you go to the government hospital, you go and buy plaster outside, you buy syringe outside, buy cannula outside, buy gauze outside, then you buy petrol for the generator or diesel for the generator, and the doctor might not come on time. So people patronize private hospitals. And if they charge high, you will complain. You carry a patient to government hospital, you will see nurses gisting just like the one we saw at Abuja, one of the hospitals in Abuja. And then the wife of Buhari will come out and say there is no Panadol in the government, the Aso Rock clinic. Meanwhile, Buhari will be going for treatment overseas. Tinubu is going overseas and all that. Don't go and complain about high hospital bills. Tell your governors, tell your president, tell your ministers, tell your senators, let them build good hospitals. Let them equip the ones we have. Complain to the right persons. Somebody, the next level is, I saw a mechanic. He had 1,200 in his hand in Ugeli. He said that's what will carry him to Agbara. Agbara is not far from Ugeli. 1,200 for transport. Is he going to complain to the bike man that will carry him? No. Fuel subsidy removal, price of fuel has gone up, and he has to pay more. You can't tell the bike man to charge him less. You go to the market, food is expensive. You can't blame the farmer. I farm. This herbicide that we spray used to be how much? The price went up to 4 times. And you don't see workers now. They will charge you very expensively. The young boys have gone into internet fraud. The young girls are doing hookup. So food is expensive. Who are you going to blame? Now you combine an illiterate, you combine somebody who is unhealthy, you combine it with somebody who is hungry, you combine it with somebody who is frustrated with transport. It's a looming crisis. Electricity is not regular. People will buy the expensive fuel to power their generators. They are angry. So we have a looming crisis. And the looming crisis is that people don't know who to complain to. Instead, they are attacking those who are providing solutions for their problems. Because they, who are the providers of solution providers, are passing through the same problems. I had to repaint the whole school. This my wife did. Paint has gone up. We had to remove and replace tiles. I know when I was building that place, cement was 1,500. Today is 10,000 something. To replace those tiles, I bought those tiles cheap. Today the prices have gone up. I'm extending the computer center, plywood, whatever has gone up. You want me to bear the cost? No, I'm not government. I'm not government. If you can't afford it, go to public schools. Go to public schools. The price of paper to print exercise books has gone up. Do I bear the cost? No. The cost of diesel to power the printing press has gone up. The cost of spare parts and vehicles gone up. And so the drivers, the fuel, you have to pay more. I feel very sorry for parents because if I was born in this generation, I would have been wasted. But thank God for government then that provided social justice so I could have good education. Now, don't tell somebody that he is wicked. No, he doesn't give. No, he is a miser. No, Dr. Apoki, with all your money you are not giving. Do you know how many people I have on scholarship? Do you know? Do you know how much I spend every year on scholarships? Dr. Apoki, my children are hungry. Send me money. When I refuse, you will abuse me. Go and face those you paid tithes to, those you gave offering to, who promised you prosperity. Go and face your governors, face your politicians, face your House of Rep member. One very stupid human being said, why have you not spoken about Okwama? Am I the local government chairman? Am I the House of Assembly member? Am I the House of Representative member? Am I the senator representing Delta Central? You left him, Mumu, whose your father has not spoken. It is me. You no get mouth. Did you vote for me? That's how stupid you are. Somebody called me and I was very angry. I discussed with you some months back that I'm into farming. So what? I was going along the road and a bike hit me. I fell into the gutter and my leg was bleeding and my leg was dislocated. I went to the police. I didn't want trouble with the bike man, and so I left him. You know how the police behaves. And I went to a traditional healer, bone healer, and I paid deposit. He is asking for balance. And I say, pa! You're talking to the wrong person. When you had an accident, you should have held the person who hit you responsible. You should have gotten a lawyer to hold him accountable in the presence of the police. Should have signed an undertaking. You know I'm a medical doctor. You didn't go to hospital. You went to a bone healer. Now you want me to bring my medical money to a bone healer. The person who hit you is different. You want me to give you money. I said, no. You're talking to the wrong person. He said, okay. He will say I'm a wicked man. Yes, I'm not a nice person. If your hospital in your local government was working well, you will have gone there. Hospital in Lalate, they were doing, Dr. Awojobi was doing all kinds of surgeries in Lalate, in Igbora, where we were training. They were treating people there, very far from Ibadan, in Oshogbo, and all these places. You don't trouble me. I'm not the cause of your problems. 2026 is coming. You are going to be squeezed and squeezed. The little blood in you will be squeezed out because our politicians, all parties, they see us as a conquered people. But you see, when you push this finger into this nose to a point, it will bleed. That is the problem, the looming crisis. I'm not going to talk about Nepal. I have not spoken about Nepal. If you have Nepal in your mind, now you sabi. I remain Dr. Charles Apoki. I have a webinar coming up in October. It is free. Free. Register now before we close the gate. Send a message to +234 80 21 21 92 62. We have properties for sale. Subscribe to this channel. I have another channel, Dr. Charles Apoki Extra. I have a podcast, and we have a Facebook page. Thank you for your followership on Facebook and all that. God bless you. Remember the number to contact is +234 80 21 21 92 62. I am not your problem. I am not. Even if you are angry with what I've said, your politicians, the government is your problem or are your problem. Complain to them. Don't wait for very dark man. Don't wait for Aisha Yesufu. Don't wait for BVI. Don't wait for Marcel Okocha. Don't wait for who again? Dele Farotimi. You talk. Complain. Nigeria kò ní bàjẹ́.